Hello traders, day trader Matt here, EminiTradingPit.com. Hopefully you're having an awesome day, and I wanted to highlight a couple things that we did today. It was kind of a grind. We made a lot of ES trades, tried a natural gas trade that worked out as far as a day trade. Definitely not a very good swing trade. I want to talk about a soybeans trade we took yesterday that's just been working out. We haven't had to do anything with it except for, move our stop into profit. So pretty good on that. Also, I want to talk about some of our soybeans trades yesterday. So let's get into what we actually did. So the market opened, it gapped up slightly, and then it worked its way down. And as you can see on this chart, it kind of was weak all day, kind of weak sideways, just very lethargic action. So our first trade on the ES was at 41.49 right here at 9.34. We ended up taking our 2-point first target, and then as price rolled over, we had our stop at that same spot, so we took 4 points out of that first trade. And it rolled down, it made a new low, it bounced a little bit, and as it made this low, it bounced here, and I ended up getting short at 41.50. And it did roll over. Actually, it was right here on this green candle. Got short right here at 50. It did come down. It came down to 48.5, which isn't quite a first target, but as it started coming down, I moved my stop a 1/4 point in profit and ended up getting tagged out right there at a 1/4 point. So it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. Commissions aren't really that bad. So E-mini, your commission is less than a 1/4 point, so it's not really that bad, but it's not something I try to do. So anyway, we got tagged out of that one. Not a good trade at all, and it made this day a grind because I've had 2 trades and I've barely made over 180 bucks. Or so now price is kind of choppy. It's very choppy, and in this area at 950 got long at 57.5, took first target, and then as it rolled over, I got tagged out for a 1/4 point again on the remainder. Price came down, made a low, and as it bounced here, I knew I still liked the long side. I still wanted to be long, so as it came down, got long at 55.5, came up. Got my first target off, and then as it came up, I watched it move my stop up a little bit, and then as it was making a new high up here, I knew I wanted to lock in profits, and I wanted to be aggressive because if it's going to go here, it's going to go, but most likely it's not. So got tagged out at 41.60 on that remainder. That was the best trade of the day actually, which is sad, but it is what it is. And after that, we took a natural gas trade, and then went back to the ES and just watched things. And as price broke up here, I ended up getting short at 49. Price worked out. We got our first target and then got stopped out for another 1/4 point profit. So it was definitely a grind. All in all, we made 15.25 ES points. It doesn't sound like it just from the grind that we had, but it did work out pretty well. Let's talk about the natural gas trade real quick, and then we'll go into the soybeans. So natural gas started moving down. Obviously, I look at this on a larger time frame, and not just like a 1 minute. I'm not just going to pull up a chart and trade the 1 minute. That's insane. But I'll look at the daily, hourly, 5 minute, 1 minute, stuff like that. But I try to take my entries on the 5 minute, 1 minute just because I can get more precise. Like, I don't want to take a natural gas trade at 802 and have my stop down at 702. Like, that's a ton of risk. That's way more than I want to take, and I'm pretty sure it's way more than any member I have would want to take. I know it's more than I would want to take. I'm comfortable. We took 802 long here. That's why I mentioned that number, 802 long right here, and we had our stop right under 8, so 799 actually. And we actually came close to being stopped out right here. Low was at 8,006. So it was pretty close, but we did not get stopped out, and that's what matters. Then price kind of chopped around, and then it shot up, hit my first target at 807. As it rolled over, we got stopped out in a little bit of profit, not a lot, but a little bit. And that's the natural gas trade. So, you know, it is what it is. I usually don't trade natural gas, but I was looking for a market that looked good. The Australian dollar still looks good. The soybeans I want to talk about. I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the trades we did yesterday, and then I'm going to talk about the trade that we took at the end of the day that we're still in. And that's one great thing about day trading, is that we can make day trades and turn them into swing trades. You know, you don't make swing trades and turn them into day trades. That's crazy. Amateur traders do that. We take day trades, and some of them will turn into swing trades. Some of them won't. The majority of them won't. You know, it's like baseball, for example. Like, you get up, most people aren't going to be able to hit a home run every single time. Most people are going to get base hits. And that is same with trading. You know, you want your base hits. You know, you're not aiming for a home run every single at bat. You know, Babe Ruth did, and he also had the most strikeouts. So, you know, take it for what it is. So anyway, yesterday our first soybeans trade was at 1036. Excuse me, 1036. Got along at 1377. It looked like a decent trade, but in hindsight, it wasn't. So we took a 2-point stop on that. So once I took that stop out, I started looking at price, and I decided, well, it's time to short. Let's get short. So we threw a short at 1377. Yeah, great. Okay, we're short at 1377. First target was at 68 down here, which, if you look, was, you know, pretty good trade there. So we got short. We got partialed at 1368, and kind of just watched price. As it came down here, I decided, okay, well, let's go ahead and get out, because I really like this price right here. So we got out at 1365 half, and we got in long at 1365 half. Now, as price came up, we took our first profit at 1370, and then we kind of just watched price. We didn't get our stop hit here. We had our stop, you know, down here. So as price started working up, we moved our stop up to 13. We moved our stop up a little bit, and as it started coming up, you know, I saw this kind of choppiness here, and especially how this move kind of began, how it was a little bit choppy, but I wanted it to go a little higher. So I actually put out a target at 1377, just because I'm jumping around markets. I'm not able to look at one market all the time. And we got out at 1377 actually. So that was beautiful. And then price started to crater. As it started cratering, you know, at first I was, you know, looking at it, you know, where can I get in? Where can I get in? I just draw these lines all over the chart. I was looking at this price down here at 54 half, and you know, I was watching it, and I knew I wanted to get in somewhere. So I was like, okay, well, 54 half is this, and this is a little bit higher, 54.68, whatever, but 54 half. So 56 half looked very good to me. So I let everybody know, okay, if it hits 56 half, we're getting long, and that's what we did. So that gave us yesterday 34.5 soybean points, and then we were long this trade that could potentially turn into something. And as you can see here, it went up for the rest of the day, and then it gapped up, and now it's actually holding out very, very well, and it's over 1400. It's looking very, very good, and that's the beauty of a day trade that can turn into a swing trade. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit, just because today the ES was a grind. Yeah, we did well, but you know, we could have very easily done poorly. You know, just because it was a grind, it was sideways, it was an ugly market. The natural gas trade, it worked out as a day trade, but it didn't really do what I thought it was going to do. And that's what trading's all about. Trading is you put your probabilities in alignment, and then you make a trade and see what happens. And that's exactly what we did today. So I wanted to highlight that, talk about a few things, and talk about our trade that we made. So if you have any questions, you can put them in the comment section below. If you like the video, throw a like. If not, throw a dislike. I appreciate it. If you have any questions that you would rather be answered privately, check out the website. Link is in the description, and there's a contact form. You can get a hold of me and we can have a chat. So anyway, with that, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the markets. Take care.